want to talk to you all about what you can expect from the smear campaign and why there's a danger in a returning narcissist. They call it the Hoover. The despernacious of the Hoover can be so many things. But the main thing is this: at the end of the day, it's harmful to you, if anything, to your sanity. We're going to talk a little about how narcissists trap you and why they hoover, and also what you can expect in the smear campaign, the lies they spread. We'll go over 4 of them. I'm going to read it because it was an answer to a remark, and it was beautifully laid out. And I failed to write down the name of the person that shared it with me, but nonetheless, it's still worth reading, and I thank you for reaching out and sharing in the remarks, sending your videos, encouraging, without a doubt, offering different insights. And Tina, thank you so much for my onesie and my body wash. Man, you're so awesome. Thank you so much. It came in. It's not really that cold today, but I wanted to wear it because I like it. So I have it super cold in the trailer. Yeah. And that way I can sport it all day. But anyway, check this out. Oh, and the idea that was shared with me. You know, my bachelor bouquet, it's actually a hidden container. Yeah. See? And they had an idea of putting my fortune cookies in it. And that way I don't have to worry about forgetting it. Yeah, isn't that cool? So anyway, thank you so much for sharing your ideas, for encouraging each other. I want you to continue to do that. Look, this is your first place to flutter like a butterfly. When you're out in the devil's playground, you can sting like a bee. This is a safe place to come and rejuvenate, but also a place where I remove your training wheels. Little by little, you're going to come into your own. It's going to become a lifestyle. One that narcissists don't see coming. But dang it, man, will they feel it. Let's take 5 seconds, though. Let's do a breathing exercise. 5 Mississippis. We're going to breathe in deep, hold it, and then release together, all right? And then we can just take a deep dive. 5 seconds. Come on now. Release slowly. All right. Ooh. All right. How narcissists trap each other is diabolical. For one, they came together with each others to go against you. So that's the first secret. The second secret is they share everything they set up because out of sheer pride and ego, they want credit for their genius ways. And the only way to get critics is by sharing, pillow talk. And they go laterally with each other, playing the Bonnie and Clyde to each other. And so they share in criminal activity. The way they lock each other down isn't so much by the tactic of baby trapping or destroying each other's ability to get a job or hold a job, because it's not that most are incompetent, which most are, but a lot of times their jobs are sabotaged by the other distressed lover. They spread the same smear campaigns on each other that they did you. It's how they keep each other under financial duress, needing to set up and necessitate and get you to a point where they're the only options to come back and run to. It's how they volley the power dynamic in the relationship. But the main thing is this: those shared secrets, that resentment builds up and eventually one cracks. They'll end up calling 5-0, the popo, the woo-woo, woo on each other. And the first one that snitches is the one that has the authority over the storytelling. Now, the reason why it's so important for you to stay out the way is because while they're trapping each other and putting each other in the grave, anyone that gets in the way will be taken the same way. Because now everyone's a threat. And to a narcissist, the trap itself becomes their own trap. Because look, you want to know why it seems like law enforcement don't pay attention to your story? It's because they caught on to the narcissist playbook also. So they have to align themselves with neutrality and wait for the smoke to clear. Law enforcement has picked up on that game. That's the reason when I tell you, if you're going to share anything with law enforcement, you need to share from the threat not being a direct threat to you, but to the public. They're a public menace. You're not concerned about yourself. In fact, you're not coming in as, I'm being threatened, I'm being gang stalked. You're noticing some unnatural behavior by people who do not even reside in the area, and you feel they're a public menace. Now you got their attention. Because it doesn't sound like something played out of a narcissistic playbook where they're trying to set each other up. This is why when you tell your story, it seems like it falls on deaf ears. You want to know why I know all this? Is because I used to tote a badge. And you realize real quick, with real lies, the real lies that narcissists perpetrate against each other. Most of the time when we went to any call, it was mutual combat. And the narcissist feels that the one that made the call is the one in the right. That no longer holds true anymore. You see, law enforcement has picked up on it. But some of you get caught in the crossfire and you're innocent. But it's hard to tell because you've been playing at the devil's playground for too dang long. So you'll be labeled as one of them until the smoke clears. And look, for most of y'all that don't know, or you're dealing with hoovering, a return visit from a dumbass with a crown, when a narcissist hoovers, they're running from the law, most of them. Most every one of them. They're not law-abiding citizens. The reprobate mind doesn't allow them to even consider whether it's against the law or not, nor do they even consider consequence. They live life on, well, if it happens, I'll deal with it. I'll deal with it when it happens. It's just, it is what it is. That's their philosophy. And the thing is, they're needing you to finance their exit. They need you to finance for a lawyer, for representations. Because a public defender, yeah, they might as well defend themselves. Yeah, because even lawyers are tired of doing the narcissist bidding for free. They need a place to hide, to be concealed. They need someone to take the fall with them. Guilty by association for harboring a fugitive. They need a scapegoat. That's why you never ever invite a narcissist into your home, into your car, even for a ride. They're train wrecks. In fact, I dare say, evil incarnate, period. Never welcome them. There's a reason why a vampire can't cross your threshold, or demons, because they first have to be invited to destroy you. In fact, I dare say, you need to take it to this level. You ever see narcissists going out there and they say thank you, and you so openly say you welcome? Careful what you welcome. I don't ever say you welcome. I say, oh, you know what it's about. Because evil is never welcome. Simple words. You see, your words can be a curse where it could be a welcoming committee to a walk-in spirit. Never welcome the unknown. You don't know what the intentions are. And that's their introduction to continue the word vomit, to come in with the I love yous, or to come in with the trauma dumping, to get you to feel sorry because you said, "You welcome." No. Careful what you welcoming. In fact, let that word be deleted from your vocabulary. You know how it is. No worries, I'd have done it for anybody else. Oh, you ain't nothing special. I do it all the time. Oh, I'm a slam dunk. But you welcome? Never. I didn't do it for you, I did it for me. Warriors, stop harboring delusional fugitives. You're going to find yourself being charged and served up as guilty. Just because you decided to rub elbows on a, "Aww, everyone deserves a chance." And your plea of innocence will fall on deaf ears. You know, I've noticed too this. I don't know if it's all narcissists, but the majority, maybe it's all, they can't cook. They don't know how to put flavor to a meal. They don't know how to put that love in their cooking, that soul, you know, kind of sticks to your ribs. Yeah. It sounds like up here when you're trying to even let them know what that means, it's like the elevator stuck between the basement and hell. Or their antenna only picks up 2 channels, Dumb and Dumber. Yeah. They got that face for radio. Look. Not only can they not cook, but even the dog, if you take a look around, you're going to see what the problem is. It looks like the food tastes like a dare. Not a good one neither. And when you turn and look around, you'll see a dog licking its ass to get the taste out of its mouth. Shut up already. Look, for real. The way to truly expose a narcissist is going to be so simple. Listen to me. Listen carefully. This is going to be a short video, so pay attention. This is the golden nugget. This is that fluty gravy. Yeah. To your chicken fried steak. The part that sticks to your ribs. The way to unmask a narcissist: keep calm, have class. Some say stoic. That means your feathers can't be ruffled by ignorant, and you stick to your boundaries. Do not be reactive. Ain't nothing unmask a narcissist more quicker, faster, betterest than being rendered irrelevant, being ignored. And this feeling is a divine bitch slap unlike no other when you are non-reactive. It doesn't bother you. I sometimes say it. Ooh, man, you got a whole lot of anger whooped up in that little body. You fixing to implode like a Cracker Jack. But keep it to yourself. You're doing a good job. Hold your own. Next time you have a thought, hold it in. Hold it in. Play pretend like if you let it slide, you're going to throw a wet fart. Yeah, I encourage a narcissist. Oh, hey, I'm a coach. And the thing is, when they explode, it will expose their true nature. And what they've been trying to hide in making you look like everyone around sees them for truly what they are. Because they can't hold it back. That wet fart got to come out. Oh yeah. And they're going to screech on them drawers. Forever. The role reversal cannot be ignored. You see, it's why narcissists hate you. They resent you. Do you know how hard it is for a fool to have to go back and recreate another circle of believers in their delusion? For them to have to start over. Look, you ever notice some of them even change their names? Or they completely have to relocate us. Narcissists are timing out, and they can't afford to start over again. And that's why now they're trying to play the soft game, the long game. And it's why they need to smear you and spread rumorages about you. We're going to go over 4 of them. One of them is you're an addict. A narcissist will tell people that you have an addiction. Drinking, gaming, shopping, coitus, swapping love juice. In order to destroy your reputation, the addiction usually relates to something the narcissists themselves are guilty of. However, they claim it to be your fault so that their own actions remain hidden. Sometimes neither of you has these addictions, but they will fabricate a story to harm your image. If you engage in a seemingly harmless activity, having an occasional drink or a small bet, they will exaggerate it and tell others that you are completely out of control. Number 2, you have financial problems. A narcissist will tell others that you have poor money management skills or that you drain them financially. However, the truth is, most of the time, it was a narcissist who created the financial problems or who took advantage of your financial resources. Normal people help one another when things get tough. They do not gossip about your personal life as a means to harm your reputation. A narcissist will, in order to damage all of your whole reputation. Number 3, you're crazy, you're cray-cray, and unstable. Matter of fact, most of the narcissists made you aware about the word narcissism to investigations because they called you one. And that's when the dots fully started coming together. Yeah, what a wake-up call that was, wasn't it? Ooh, I'm just here to remind you, that's all. They will tell others that you have a mental issue, that you're unstable, that you're getting anxious, or that you're losing your mind. Unfortunately, it's possible that the anxiety, stress, or physical illness associated with being involved with a narcissist may lead you to believe that their claims against you might be true. At times, I'll suggest that you seek professional counseling or treatment for your alleged mental issues, as if they are concerned and caring, when in reality, they're further manipulating you into believing that there's something wrong with you, while continuing to break you down. Let me tell you what happened to me. True story. I was drugged by a narcissist, a freeloader, drugged and then put in a mental institution by court writ for observations. Yeah. Wrongfully. I don't know what drug it was. Had to have been a roofie or something, but it was one of those where I know what I'm thinking, but what's coming out of my mouth is meow, 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 meow. And what really surprised me was the fact that these institutional leaders never picked up on it. Yeah. And it can happen to you. Because narcissists need to set a precedence that you have a record. But what they had no idea was, being a combat veteran, I was transferred to a VA hospital that has my records of solid well-being. a clean mental hygiene. So they wrote up the court writ, but without induced drug interdiction. And I timed out. You see, narcissists knew that there would be some way that I would be able to get out of that loop, because they even voiced it when I was entering first at a regular hospital. Don't listen to him. He's going to get away with getting out. Because they knew exactly what they were doing. I even have them on video. While I'm in the hospital and I was drugged up by them, I have video of them celebrating it, enjoying themselves. Yeah, they have no idea. All I'm waiting for them is to come forward. Actually, if you're intelligent enough, have a summary of events, a report. That's it. Just a summary of events and a list of people whom you feel are a threat to your life. And because narcissists are creatures of habit and are stuck in an elevator, you know, between the basement and hell, it's not that they forgot, they just can't help it, but they're going to want to come back and cocorear. They want to poke. Cocorear. They want to poke the bear. If you have a summary of events, you've laid out the rules of engagement. It's like having a restraining order on someone who has no idea they got one on them, and now you get to defend your peace peaceably. Yeah. And now, when law enforcement is called, you're reporting what happened. But the other party will not be able to speak because their track record, their resume is stained with the ratchetness that they've spread in society. They are truly an eliminated menace to society. Ooh, I'm just waiting. I wish a bitch would. Yeah, look. The other is this. Number 4, you are abusive, lying, and cheating. You'll be accused of being the toxic person, the liar, the abuser, the cheater. Not all narcissist individuals cheat in an intimate way, however. They can emotionally cheat. They cheat you out of your peace, your happiness, your trust. They do cheat. They'll continue to blame you and twist the story around so that other people feel sorry for them, while viewing you as a problem. You may have told the truth about what happened, however. They will either lie or distort their version of the truth to protect themselves and discredit your character. And that, in a nutshell, are 4 ways guaranteed that a narcissist would try and smear your integrity. By living in your truth, their lies are exposed. Let's see what the fortune cookie has to say from the Bachelor booklet. That's so cool. Word of the day, wait. Wait. Espérate. Espérate, wait. Wait. For what? Cállate la boca. Shut up. Shut your mouth up, girl. All right. The road to knowledge begins with the turn of the page. Ooh. What you don't change, you're choosing. Will you continue in that same loop, that same chapter, that same paragraph? Or will you turn that page? Will you snatch your power back from a crash dummy trying to author your pain? Will you rip that page out of your book of life and let it be a learning experience that needed to be destroyed by your absence. Your silence is beautiful, admired by your own kind. It sounds like a chalkboard to the narcissist reprobates you left behind. Proud of you. Thanks for your support, warriors. It's never goodbye. It's always until next time. Namaste.